Hello, and welcome back to Tea Time with Tamara. We are going to talk about dating dilemma, part two. Just some tips and some pointers that I thought I would discuss that may help you along the way on your love and companionship journey. And this is more for the men, but applies to the women as well too, because it goes both ways. So, first and foremost, we know that dating at our age is very difficult. That's a given. The dating scene is tough. Um, Everybody's busy. Everybody wants to be in love. Everybody wants companionship. But we have to remember that dating is a process. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. There's going to be trials and tribulations, and you're going to take risk essentially. Just getting to know someone and for them to get to know you. But it's important that knowing that people are clear in their intentions. You need to date with a purpose, both men and women. Nobody has time for games at this stage. At this juncture in time, we are all here for something specific. Um, and if you just want something casual, you just want to date casually, you just want to hook up with somebody, that's fine. And no one's knocking that. That is absolutely okay. But be clear in your intentions. Be clear on your profiles if you're doing the dating apps. And that's kind of what this is geared towards. But be clear in your profile what you're looking for. If you don't want something casual and you want something long term, put that. Don't put that you want friendship, you want casual, you want long term. Which one is it? Of course, we need to start as friends first and establish that friendship and develop that friendship and that rapport with each other before we can move on to something more intimate and more meaningful and long term. But if your overall intention is for a long term relationship, that needs to be stated, so people know outright and out front. Um, be clear what you want. This is all stuff that you can put in your profile. Be clear on what you're looking for. Like you can bullet point it, like, and just be specific in what you want. So women know, so men know exactly what you're looking for. Nobody has time to waste games. Um, Geographical location is very, very important. Some apps pick up where you are, and it may show people according to where you are. So if you're visiting another state and you go turn on your app, it may pick up people there in that state and not where you actually live. So that's very important. So, or for men and women who travel for work, or you live in one state, um, and you may travel to one other particular state often, or maybe 3 times a year or something like that. That other person, that potential needs to know that you don't live in that state. Like you may live in North Dakota, but you commute to Georgia for business 3 times a year. So your profile may say that you actually live in Georgia, so that the people that are potentials think that you live there where they are and you don't. So if that is the case, be specific in your profile that I don't live in the state, I travel, I work, I whatever the case may be. But be specific. Don't mislead people from the beginning because that's just not okay. Um, don't be afraid to converse. We like to have a genuine conversation. We want the conversation to flow. Conversations can be very difficult to start from the beginning. Sometimes people are a little hesitant, and I understand for you guys, um, you're a little leery about the women out there because they are putting things out, profiles that are just absolutely like absurd. Um, People are not portraying their true self, and that's a problem. And we all need to start doing that. Men and women both alike need to. You need to be who you are. Don't portray someone else in your profile. Don't mislead people. It's not okay because nobody has time for that. It's not okay. Converse, we want to talk. We want to have a meaningful conversation. We want to get to know you. We want to know all about you. We want to know the depths of you. We want to get to that point. So be inquisitive, both men and women. Just be inquisitive, ask questions. You cannot get to know someone if you don't ask questions. That's the only way. No question is stupid. Ask away. And if the person is not willing to answer, it depends on the question. You might be digging a little, too deep, too early. And they can just say, I'm not comfortable answering that question at this time. And, move on to something else. But don't get caught in your feelings about it. So don't get caught in your feelings during the process. People are who they are. People are going to show their true colors. So, and again, these are risks you take, and it's trial and tribulations. If you are on an app and you're talking to a woman or a man and you guys are attempting to have a discussion, and you're asking questions, and if you ask a question and there's no answer, there's no response, the other person doesn't respond to you, and if there's no response for like a few days, that's an issue. So that kind of tells the other person that you're not interested or you're not available. You're not willing to put in the time. People make time for what they want to make time for. If you're on a dating app, then you are essentially actively dating. So you're there because you want to be there. So if you want to be there, then be there. You need to be active. You need to be responsive. You need to check your apps periodically. Change your settings so that you get the notifications. If you don't get the notifications, put it in your phones for you to check it. Make your own notification, your own reminder. You need to be responsive and active, both parties, men and women, both alike. Check it when you check your email. Check it at the end of the day before you go to bed. Make it a point to check it, maybe 3 times a week or something like that. But just be available. And if there's someone that you're really feeling, then go ahead and exchange numbers. Don't keep going through the app and, talking, knowing you don't really want to check it. So if you're more apt to checking your text messages than logging into an app, then just go ahead and exchange numbers. Because at some point, you're going to do that anyway. So just go ahead and do it. If the person turns out to be someone that you don't like or you're not interested in, you can block them. You can delete them. There's all kinds of ways that you can get rid of people. So don't be fearful. Pictures. So we are not very good or appreciative of pictures with your middle fingers up. That it just says something that's not always very positive. So reconsider those pictures that you're putting up. And it may be something that you feel is expressive for you, but it's not something that comes across as positive to us. So maybe reconsider those. We want to see you. We want to get a glimpse into you and your life and the things that you do and what you're interested in. Like the 8 million pictures of you at the gym. That's great that you work out. Yes, we want a fit man. Yes, we want a man that's into nutrition and that takes care of his body and is well groomed. And yes, and you want a woman that does the same, that takes care of her body. She's not, neglecting herself and mistreating herself. It goes both ways. We as women, we don't want to see a ton of pictures of you in a gym. That's great that you go. We're good with that. Pictures of your kids, that's also awesome. That gives us a glimpse into your life, that you love your children. But it can also be misleading. But we want to see the kids, but we don't want to see 8 million pictures of you and your kids. And especially don't make that your initial profile picture of you and your kids or your child. Let's see you first. And the same goes for women. Let's see you first before you and the children. And some people, you may not even want to post your kids just yet until you find that right person. So that might be something you want to reconsider as well. Pictures with your sunglasses. You guys have like really, really hot sunglasses. Like they're really hot. However, all the pictures that you post, we want to see your eyes because your eyes are the key to the soul. We want to see you. We want to be able to look and see like who you are. If every picture you have your sunglasses on, it kind of gives the vibe that maybe you're hiding something. Something is there that you don't really want to disclose. So eyes are very important. Like all of this is like really, really important because this is your first impression. This is what people see when they first look at your profile. You look at your profile as if like I'm talking to you. So people post their pictures, they post little things about themselves within their profile. So it's kind of like we're getting it's a medium. We're getting a view into your world. So we're kind of talking to you, or you're talking to us and letting us know, hey, this is me and this is how I am. This is my life and I want you to come and be a part of it. So maybe look at it like that when you go to set your profiles and post your pictures and all of that good stuff. Just be mindful of your surroundings and your pictures. Like if you're out of town, make sure it's clear. You're not too far back. For women, make sure that it's clear. You're not underdressed. That's a big issue. It is very important to be mindful that what you put out in the universe or what you put out there is what you're going to attract. So for women, if you're putting nothing but pictures of you half naked with super tight clothes on, you're twerking, you got your hiney up in the air, something like that, your face is beat, you have on all these spider eyelashes, lace front weaves, you're just showing all of this fakeness. You're not going to attract someone that's going to appreciate you for who you really are and what's inside. And they're not going to see your true worth. And in all reality, do you even know your true worth? If you're covered up with all of this extra stuff and you're fake, if everything about you is fake, what is it that you want that man to see in you? Because you haven't shown him anything that is real, that is true. Nothing. And for men, if you're flashy, and all your pictures, you're posing and you're flashy and you're into clothes and you're into sneakers. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not knocking that at all. That's your thing and do it. But know that you're going to attract people that are into that are like that. So if you're super flashy, you may attract a woman that's into that. So she may think that you just got money and she's going to get a piece of that. Or, she's just super flashy too. So if that's not what you're looking for, be mindful that's what you're going to get, because those are the women that are going to be attracted to you. The women that don't care about, all of that materialistic stuff, you're not going to get those women if that's what you're looking for. And the same goes for the women. If you want a man that's just all men are essentially very simple. But if you're looking for a man who is just going to genuinely and truly love you for you and honor your worth, you need to show that outright in the beginning. Otherwise, you get what you put out there. It's just that simple. One more thing about the pics. Bathroom pics, make sure, again, your surroundings are clear, mirrors are clean. That's kind of important. Um, just be mindful. I know it's quick for us to like pick up our phone, snap a picture. Some days we get dressed, we think we looking fly, and that's all good. But be mindful of what's around you, what's going on. Um, Pictures with your exes, men and women don't do that. If you have to cut the person off, that's fine. Try to make it as tasteful as possible. But no man or no woman wants to see a potential right off the bat with their ex. They don't. We don't. Um, just no. So reconsider that. It takes 2 seconds to take a picture of yourself. 2. So you got to. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has a computer. You have something you can take a picture with. Something. I think that is pretty much it for the tips and pointers for today. Oh, one more thing. We absolutely love to see you guys smile. So many men, I think it's just what society has molded and trained us to believe and to think that men just have to be hard. You can't show any feelings, you can't show any emotions. Well, that's absolutely not true. That is 100% incorrect. We appreciate you showing your emotions. We appreciate you showing that side of you. And to start, you can just smile. So many men they don't smile often, and they think they have to look so hard and so rugged. And don't get me wrong, we love the hard, we love the rugged, we find that very sexy and very appealing. At the same time, we want to see you smile too. We want to know that you can actually be happy. So smile sometimes, even if it's just one picture and we can see it. That's great. So just give us a smile. And the same for women. Put on your happy face, put on your smile. You can show some pictures with less makeup on, no eyelashes, your natural hair, your natural self. Men, honestly, don't like all that. But that's a whole other discussion that we're going to get into at another time. But just to wrap this up, guys, just to know that all women are not crazy on these apps. All women are not psycho. All women are not materialistic and out there looking for a sugar daddy or someone to take care of their bills. There are still a lot of good women out there that are true and genuine and honestly looking for a companion and someone to build with, someone to explore the world with, and have someone by their side moving forward till the end of their days, to be honest. So don't give up on love. Don't give up. There's good women out there. And for women, there are a ton of good men out there. You are probably just overlooking them. So don't give up on love. It is there. It's available. Until next time, I love you all. Peace and blessings. Don't forget to like, share, post any comments. Check me out on my other platforms. I am on TikTok, I am on Facebook, and I am on Instagram. So check me out. I love you guys. Peace and blessings.